from a front headlock alignment. My partner has a chest wrap over top of my shoulders, reaching underneath of my armpits and wrapping around my body. I'm gonna start to build up towards one side or the other. I'm gonna go right, hand, foot, nice post underneath. My outside hand reaches back and my elbow captures his elbow and pinches into my body. As my head begins to peek out the side, this backside foot and leg slide through as I lever down some weight and pressure through my back and shoulder. I stay angled towards his back, not up towards the ceiling, and I drive off of my foot to cut the angle around the corner as I swim my arm over his hip. Now that I'm behind his back, I can set up in any of our back taking positions to start and lock that position down and move on towards my attacks. All right, so there should be a sit out or sit through video released on the channel. If you're unfamiliar with this particular movement, you're gonna do better for yourself to visit the solo movement video first before trying to hit this live with a partner. So if you haven't checked that out, go to the channel, give that a quick watch through, practice it a little bit, because this is more about dealing with the resistance as you hit that movement. If you're needing to learn the movement in resistance, you're gonna have a tough time. So, assuming we know how to sit out, sit through, whatever you might personally call it, we find ourselves down here in this front headlock position. And obviously this is not front headlock. We're gonna have multiple options that we build up in terms of, am I gonna sit through to the overhook side? Am I gonna sit through to the chin strap side? For those of you who are unfamiliar with this position, this will give you the easiest way to work it side to side without having to get to the finer details right off the bat. Okay, this puts us in a good position to go ahead and go and work through this movement. So I need to make sure that I am sitting to one side or the other. I don't want to just start building up and crunch my own chin to my chest and make all this height for no reason. So I want to be coming out one side. It's called a peek out for a reason. I'm peeking out the side from underneath of my partner's weight. So I start building up weight. I don't want to take this knee off the floor until I have a good base out here. That's not going to be strong. So I plant hand, I plant foot. As that's happening, my second hand, which might have before then been up here defending the neck, is going to need to post on the floor in some way. I have to have that down here so that I can make this movement without collapsing to my shoulder or falling down to my hip. I've got to be strong through my two posts that I'm putting down into the floor. Now I'm strong through my foot, I'm strong through my elbow, and my knee slides through. Now what I need to make sure I'm not doing, couple things. I don't turn straight up as if I'm trying to turn towards the head. A lot of people when they're first learning this, they think that I sit out and then maybe they think that we're going around towards our own front headlock. I am staring at his hip and his lower back, which means I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm so close to the best position in the sport. I would never want to cut back this way. That's where his arm is anyway. I don't want to move back towards his controls. Look at all this big gap that we've created here that we can move through and get straight to the hip and get behind his body with. So I don't turn too far up, and I also don't let my hips drop towards the floor, okay? If my hips drop towards the floor, now it's his body that's keeping me up. And if he decides to kind of move around so that I start falling down, a lot of times we might wind up on the bottom from a move that should put us on the back. And that's just a terrible way for that to play out. So I'm hips up. I'm still elbows pinched. As I'm sitting through, the pinch of that elbow on his elbow helps me draw my shoulder back and actually throw his weight off of me. Right now I'm a table and he's a slab on top of it. I have to tilt myself so that that slab slides off and his weight falls out of the way. So there's a big elbow pulling back as it pins to my body movement going on here. Now that throws him this direction. I shouldn't feel a whole lot of resistance right here And if I hit the timing correct, I drive off of this foot. And before he can even really fight back, keep his body and reach over my neck forward. There's no easy way to turn back towards me because I'm framed and I'm blocking the space behind his armpit. And from here, I can continue moving into our back takes and start working towards my attacks.